Okay, so now you're wondering, so how do you take a raw slab of rock or stone like this and turn it into a beautiful kitchen countertop? Well, that's where these guys come in. Well, one of them anyway. Yeah. This is Neil Cordy. Show him your shirt, Neil. Millennium Marble and Granite. Okay, so I get this big old piece of stone, and I bring it to you guys?
Actually, Cactus Stone will deliver it straight to our shop from there.
Good thing, because it's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
What do you do with it then?
Well, from there, we'll go through a series of processes. Basically, we take over the project from there, start to finish.
Okay.
Between templating, cutting, polishing, and installing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All of it?
That's correct.
That is very cool. Now, here's one of the things I've heard about Millennium, which makes them so great, is that you guys are known for, like, seamless countertops. I mean, there's obviously a seam, but you guys are really good at it?
That's right. That's what we pride ourselves on, is quality.
I understand that you helped create the Al Molina Fine Jeweler Fiesta Bowl National Championship Trophy. Is that true?
That is correct.
Oh, my gosh. How many hours went into that?
Probably took us to about 2 months of working on that.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
I heard you slept on the floor in the office.
Towards the end, we were running behind schedule, so that's what it took to get it done, yeah.
Whatever it takes to get it done.
That's right.
All right, we are going to walk you through the process. We're going to take it from its raw state of stone all the way up into a kitchen countertop that you can fix your makeup on.
That sounds great.
All right, will you help me with that?
Let's do it.
Good, because I have no clue what I'm doing. If you have a granite countertop, can you appreciate the craftsmanship and the workmanship that went into it? I bet you can't. Well, that's why we're taking you through the process. This is Brett Herron with Millennium Marble and Granite, and we're continuing to show everybody how it really all comes together.
We're moving to the next step, which is actually cutting out the pieces out of the slabs.
Really?
Really.
Do you guys cut it by hand?
No, we got a nice big saw that we can operate from the side and get nice big straight cuts.
Wait, where are we going? Where are we going?
To the saw.
No, it's a saw! It's a big
That's not
saw!
even on!
Oh, you're right.
They won't allow me to operate this big piece of machinery.
Oh.
That's for my cutter, Eric.
Oh, Eric.
Yeah.
Oh. We last saw Eric with his finger on the button, and thank goodness, Eric, you didn't push the button. I'm thankful for that. What are you doing?
Right here is a vein-matched countertop. It's a right side of the sink. What I have here is my pen lines, and this indicates where the blade is going to cut. What we like to do is get a nice match on everything. See, what I'll try to do here is line up these veins within, say a 64th of an inch, give or take. I mean, right in that area, it's wood. The splash is set onto it. It looks like it's the same stone going. It flows right up.
Oh, I see. Ah, that's the difference. I've always said it's the details that make the difference. All right, so you're going to fire this baby up and show us how it works?
Sure.
Okay, I'm getting out of the way.
That's enough! What are you doing? Turn that off!
Hold on.
You need to leave this to the professionals.
Oh, okay, all right, I'm sorry. I was just trying to help out.
I understand. I understand that this is a very important part of the process to building the edges, but
Okay.
let's leave it for the pros, all right?
All right, I'm just trying to come in and help them out here at Millennium Marble and Granite, because I'll tell you what, these guys are very good at what they do. However, I am the craft queen, thank you very much.
Well, stick to the crafts.
We're talking about edges because, you know what? We have taken you through just about every step of the process for either remodeling or creating a one-of-a-kind piece. Right now we're talking about edges, and when you want to create an edge, you're basically going to go from something like this to one of these choices here, right?
That's absolutely right. We start by using a big grinder here to get this flat with straight edges so that we can glue this piece on.
Now, what do you have to glue a piece on like this for?
Well, that's what gives you your nice big overhang and your reveal and makes it look like it's got a nice big front edge.
Because you have this big old piece of machinery over here. It just doesn't create an edge. I mean, you really technically build the edge
Absolutely.
first.
We actually have to grind it, get it flat, glue it together before it ever hits the machine.
Okay, what's the most popular choice here?
Your most popular choice for most people is your full bull nose. 1.5 inch full bull nose, which is your 3/4 material laminated together to give you a full 1.5 inch. When you step up, some people like to step up to different edges. Your 1.5 inch chamfer, your chiseled edge, so on down the line. There is a lot of different edges. Yes,
how do you get this? Is that one by hand?
Yeah, we literally take a chisel and a hammer and start whacking.
You're kidding me.
No, ma'am.
You're kidding me. Wow. All right. Now, tell me about this big piece of equipment back here. What does
this
it do?
big piece of machinery here will actually lay some of these edges right onto the pieces.
What do you mean?
Well, let's fire it up and show you.
Well, you're not touching any buttons, are you?
No, we're going to let Eric do that.
Oh, hey, Eric. Hey. These are my friends here at Millennium Marble and Granite, Brett Heron here, and we are actually to the point where we're getting ready to shine this baby up and you're going to install it. So what do you do in order to make it look so beautiful before
Well, the final
stop?
process is, to clean it real good with an acetone so it gets all the oils from the hands and everything else from out the shop. And then we use our sealer on it so that it'll protect the countertop for you so that if someone were to spill something on it, it won't stain the countertop. It repels all the liquids and oils and waters out of the fluids.
Before you do that, let's talk about how durable it is, because we have a little knife here, and I could take this knife and ruin the knife.
You'll ruin the knife faster than you ruin the countertop. People always wonder, can you put hot things on your countertops with granite?
Oh, no,
you can't.
no.
We use torches quite a bit on the countertop surfaces to dry moisture out of them before we seal them, or if we're gluing them together or whatnot. And the only way you can do that is to dry them out. And the only way you can dry them out is with a lot of heat.
Oh my gosh, it's probably hot.
It's probably real hot right now. And this is, this is a 1200 degree torch. I don't think a 220 degree pan of boiling water is really going to affect it at all.
Right. Okay. So once you clean it off with the acetone, you seal it before you send it out.
Absolutely.
So
that way you know it's protected. What we do is we would apply this with a clean white cloth.
Okay.
You don't want to have any color in the cloth because it will bleed, and you don't want it to bleed into your stone.
Ooh.
Yeah. So very important to use clean white cloths.
Okay.
And then after that, you just pour it on. We'll go ahead and do that right now. I'll pour a little bit on there.
Any particular?
No, you just kind of dump it on just like that. And just start wiping it around. Once you've got the whole piece covered, you allow it to stand for a couple of minutes so that it'll soak in. When it's done, just before it's all completely soaked in, you start buffing it off, and that's that. Really? And when you're done with that, the only thing you got to do at home is clean with a real mild soap and water.
And that's the only care involved?
That's really the only care involved.
All right. Well, excellent. Okay. Over the last several weeks, we have taken you through the entire process of getting new natural stone countertops. But before we show you the big payoff, the before and after, let's take you through the process again, starting with the raw material. John, you guys did a super job on my kitchen. I absolutely love it.
Great.
But you know what? Now we get down to really caring for it and what to do and what not to do. So this is what not to use?
Well, let's not use any abrasive cleaners.
Okay.
Okay. Let's not use the rough side of the sponge.
Okay.
Just as a precaution.
All right.
And any of this sort of heavy gauge steel wool.
Why?
You don't want to do that.
Does it scratch it?
Yeah, it's going to take the finish down. Certainly not going to destroy the product, but it's just not going to have the luster that it normally does.
All right, so it's just really just this simple. It's some soap and a soft cloth.
Correct. A mild antibacterial soap and some hot water will do the trick. And then, once a year you want to get in there and maintenance the sealer.
Really?
You bet.
Okay, and that's easy to do. I can do that myself?
You certainly can. It's not a toxic event. You can go down to your home improvement center, find yourself a good grade natural stone sealer.
Okay.
Take it home, test it first, but you should be something, if you read the directions, you should be able to accomplish that yourself.
Excellent. All right, you rock. Oh, no pun intended. Get it? You rock? Natural stone.